What's going on YouTube? I had a comment this morning from Mr. Muncie asking, to explain the VA apprenticeship with TMC, the monthly pay and all that. Well, I told him, I said I'd make a video for it, and so that way I could explain it on YouTube so he can see it and all this and that and the other. Well, when you do the VA apprenticeship, you won't receive it right away when you go to TMC for your orientation and training, all that stuff, unless you're an experienced driver, and then you do their apprenticeship program, because then you're going to be in a truck right away, within like 3-4 days you'll be in a truck, depending on your experience level. Well, for your first 6 months, it's a $1,400 VA check. Then for your next 6 months, it'll be a $1,100 VA check, and then for your next 6 months, it'll be $800 and some change, and then it'll drop to $500. Right now, I'm in the portion of it where it's dropped to $1,100, and it goes every 6 months. It drops a few $100s. Right now, I've been with TMC going on, I think, around 8 months now or so. And the VA lady, Miss Tia, at TMC, she'll set you up with a date. Now, it won't come in right away, but she'll set a date where you'll start receiving it, and then in the middle of that month, the way the VA pays out, they'll pay you usually around the 15th, if not a couple days after it, every month for the VA. And it also depends on the whether you got holidays in there between. Sometimes the VA loses your hours. What they do is they'll send your hours in that you work, and so that way the VA, you can see it and everything, process your hours, and then they'll pay you. And that's how TMC does it. The VA check really helps out when you're first getting started, just for the simple fact that, if you're a new driver coming into the industry, you start out at 26%. So, when you first start out, you're not making a whole lot of money until you get that percentage up. And then if you're an experienced driver, you start out at 27%. What I mean by an experienced driver, meaning that, you got flatbed experience, and they don't have to train you to haul flatbed. Now, there's some cases where I've heard that, guys have, 6+ years in the industry, and then they get, 27% because, they've been in the industry a while. But in a nutshell, I mean, they explain it all to you in orientation. And if you get on the TMC website, they actually have videos that on their webpage to explain it. I'll see if I can't, and I think they're on YouTube as well. I'll see if I can't share it to my YouTube channel, so that way you guys can go in there and look at it and stuff like that. Right now, currently this morning, it's Thursday. It is 7:47 in the morning. And we're headed to the VA in Oklahoma City. I'm going to do my last 3 appointments. And we're going to freaking start my VA claim so I can possibly get my VA health care and get out from under TMC's health care. Not saying that it's a bad health care or anything like that. It's, you know, I spend like $77 a week on insurance. You know, I got, you know, best of the best insurance, you know, to cover me. But if I could get that free health care, you know, that the VA offers to the disabled veterans, or, you know, not saying that I'm disabled or anything, not able to work, but, you know, for the veterans, it would be nice, because, you know, that'd be like $400 a month that I'm saving. So, you know, $400 back in my pocket. And if I get a disability check from them, you know, I'm saving money and making money at the same time. So, I'll make another video letting you guys know how my VA stuff went. And once I find out what my rating and stuff is and whether I'm allowed to still work, you guys will find out. Now, there's going to be a couple videos made today, and you guys stay tuned and look out for those, because there's going to be a couple things that I touch on, so you guys know about some of the stuff that I see out there on the roads. So I'll holler at y'all later.